Hey folks, welcome to Coffee and Revelation. It's Monday, a wee bit later than usual. I've just been busy writing something. We're in chapter 22 and at verse 8. We'll keep it short and simple today. I, John, am the one who heard and saw these things, and when I'd heard and seen them, I fell down to worship at the feet of the angel who'd been showing them to me. But he said to me, "Don't do that. I am a fellow servant with you, and with your fellow prophets, and with all to keep the words of this scroll. Worship God." Now, I think if I was John, I think that's exactly what I would have done. That this angel must have been awesome in every single way, and to fall down at his feet and worship would seem the right thing to do. It would seem the almost natural response. And that's maybe what it is. But I think the words of the angel are really important to us. And I'll tell you why in different ways. I mean, first of all, there are some people we can apply it to in terms of their religious worship. Don't bow down at statues. Don't bow down to angels. I'm sorry, don't worship Mary. We are fellow servants. Mary is a servant. Don't worship the saints. And I know we can put it all in different kinds of words, but we worship only God. That's a basic principle. Now, some people will think that's a wee jibe at the Catholics, perhaps, or the Orthodox with their icons. It's not really, because I see the same thing happening in Protestant circles in different ways. So I find that sometimes you've got pastors who are, maybe mega church or the big charismatic types, and it's almost like people are worshipping them. They're going to see them. But in my own tribe, if you like, as well, you see it a lot, that such and such a minister is adored by his congregation, or at least by some within it. It's not really a problem I've ever had, and it's not wrong to like your minister. It's not wrong to appreciate what they do. But to get to a stage where you worship a creature, worship is only for God. I love the testimony here. John says, I saw these things, I heard these things. This is my testimony. I fell down to worship. And again, I just love the honesty of that, because it was wrong. And he records that. I am a fellow servant with you and all your fellow prophets, with all to keep the words of this scroll. Worship God. Maybe that's what we should say. We gather in worship. I'm a fellow servant with you and with all your fellow prophets, and with all who keep the words of this scroll. We're all in it together, and we're all here to bring glory to God and worship to God. And it's not for no reason that we're told in the Ten Commandments that the Lord our God is a jealous God, that we're not to have any idols, because it's a good and pure jealousy. None of us can take on ourselves the burden of that. I told you I went to see Jordan Peterson, and I did, absolutely. I loved him. But some burden he has to carry, all those people standing up and applauding him and almost relying on him, almost worshipping him. I don't think they were, but I don't know, it came pretty close at times. So, it's a simple message. We're here to worship God. I love to hear that in church, by the way, to begin with, not a kind of homely story or a wee joke or all the note. It says, I love that. Let us worship God. That's what we're there for. All right. God bless you, and see you tomorrow when we return. We're getting towards the end of this chapter in this book, and we'll see where we go from there. But see you tomorrow. Bye.